Welcome to the 2A Patriot Ranch, where freedom rings and liberty stands, don't need to flinch. Deep in the heart of the American soil, this is where we train, where we sweat and we toil. We run drills on tactical defense, honing our skills with a precise cadence. Rifle marksmanship to hand-to-hand combat, leave no stone unturned, that's a fact.
What is up, 2A Patriot Ranch family? We are back with another review for you today. This time we're going to be taking a look at the Sauer P229 Pro, so stay tuned. All right, I've been meaning to put this video out for a little while now, and we actually just filmed doing the new Olight O-Sight optic on this gun, and I figured, you know what? No better time than now to put out a video on the P229 Pro. Let's first clear this gun here. Nothing in it for all the YouTube critics. Man, I picked this up, I don't know, maybe about 6 months ago. I was kind of going back and forth between getting the P226 Legion and the P229 Pro, and I just didn't think you could beat the looks of this gun here. This is a hammer-fired gun from Sauer. It does have a decocker on it, which is really nice. You guys can see right here, this is the decocker button. So if the hammer is back and you don't want it all the way back in a single action, you can push the decocker and the hammer comes forward, placing the gun in double action. Now, it is cut for RMR. We have the Olight O-Sight, like I was saying on here. It does have a nice inset. The sights that come with it do not go high enough to do a co-witness on it. You can see it just doesn't come up there high enough. I wish, and I might even replace the backside there with some higher ones, but I run an optic 90% of the time anyway. Does have a standard SIG takedown lever on it. Has a front 1913 rail. I have a TLR1 HL on here. Really provides some balance. This weapon is very back heavy, so adding the TLR1 to the front helps balance that weight out a little bit. As you can see, the slide is cut there. You've got a top port and two side ports on either side of the gun. The barrel itself, however, is not ported, just the slide. You've got these really, really nice G10 style grips on it. This is kind of what sold me on this gun. You've got this kind of almost like a grayish wood grain paneling going on to it. I think it's just a really, really classy looking. As you can see, you've got Sauer emblazoned on the side there. Overall, you know, this is obviously a kind of like older style gun, but I think it's still sexy in 2024. It's a really, really good looking gun and functional to boot. Back of it's got this nice beaver tail so you can get really high up there. As you can see, the bore axis is pretty high for those of you guys that care about that kind of stuff. Obviously, I'm a P320 fan, so I don't give a shit about bore axis, but you can get a nice firm grip on there. It doesn't bend back around to the point where it's cutting the webbing of your hand at all. Very, very, very smooth. Like we were showing you with the decocker, it can be fired in double action or single action. If you are racking around, it immediately goes into single action. The trigger pull on it is, there's a good bit of take up there, but then once you get to that wall, real quick on it. And the reset, real quick. That's all that's all the play there is. Just that little bit right there, guys. I will say, like I said, the take up itself, the initial take up is quite a bit, but you're not really feeling it after the first round, because as you break through and reset, you're only right there. So you're not messing with any of that take up unless it is the first shot. As we already showed you the decocker there, this is the slide stop release and mag release. The mag release is not indented. It's almost even with the screw-in grips there. It is kind of nice because you're not too worried about it bulging out and hitting it accidentally, but it's not so indent that you got to kind of like angle your finger at all. It does have some kind of Legion-esque coloring to it on the slide, however, then gets darker on the grip module itself. Well, no way to really tell about a gun unless you go shoot it. So let's go head out on the range. Let's put some rounds on steel with the P229 Pro. What's up, 2A Patriot Ranch family? Just want to give a huge shout out to one of our sponsors, Born Primitive. We wear their tactical lineup of stuff every single time we're out here at the ranch and on the range. Right now, we've got their short sleeve range shirts on. It is hotter than hell in this Florida sunny day right now. We're feeling nice and cool. This material is amazing. Loving it. Pants, super lightweight. Give them a try. Head on over to bornprimitive.com. Click on tactical. You'll find all the gear right there. All right, guys. We're out here on the range with the P229 Pro. Let's put some lead on steel, see how she shoots. Little failure to lock back on that last round there. Definitely could be the ammo that we are using. All right, guys, so final thoughts on the Sauer P229 Pro. It's a heavy gun, but I really enjoy it. I'm not a hammer fire guy, but when I saw this thing, I'm like, man, it's just kind of, it exudes that like hammer fired sexiness to it with a few modern touches. Love the trigger pull when firing. The only thing I will say negative about this gun is that I'm failing to get lock back on the final round every once in a while. That could be due to the ammo that I'm shooting. I'm going to try some different ammo through it and some higher grain ammo and see if I can get that lock back after I do that. But that's the only negative thing I can actually say about this gun. Definitely adding a light on the front keeps this gun a little bit more well balanced. But I think this is a gun that you can definitely add to your collection, and it has a myriad of different uses. When I first got it, I was sticking it in my bedside table. I think it's the perfect home defense gun, especially with the light on it. You can also conceal carry this. As you can see, it's almost got kind of like a Glock 19 size. I have the MSP from Tier 1. It is a inside the waistband holster that is made to take almost any firearm with a TLR1 on it. As you can see, boom, you get a nice snug fit in there, and the form factor is pretty nice for concealed carrying. It's probably in this kind of format and this kind of a holster, probably a little bit too much to carry straight appendix, but I think at one maybe 3 o'clock, you're probably good concealed carrying this gun. Overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, I don't know why we started doing that right now, but on a scale of 1 to 10, when you talk about guns in this class, I give it a solid 8.5 out of 10. Really, really impressed by this gun. I think I am going to go back, actually maybe this afternoon, and see my guys over at Picket Weaponry in Newberry, Florida, and pick up that P226 Legion. I still want that thing, even though I love this gun here. Anyway, that's all we got for you today. If you have a question about the P229 Pro shooting in general, leave us a comment down below. Like the video, subscribe to our channel, and if you want to get notified every single time we post kick-ass content just like this, ring that notification bell. Until next time, I'm John from 2A Patriot Ranch.